I actually had a glass of wine. It's 1:30 in the afternoon on a 41-degree day in good old northern Avon Wheatville. I have the evaporative aircon on, if you can hear it, which makes the house a little bit more reasonable to be in. What do I want to say today? All I can say is I've had a few requests to say hello, and you guys seem to want to know what's going on. Too much. So today I've been doing a lot. Today I've actually been doing a lot of organising. I'm really proud of myself. So I'll start with this. I just didn't realise that I'd read teeth stains on my... Anyway, I'll start with this. For many months now, a couple of years actually, I have been living with extreme physical body pain. And I mean fucking next level extreme. Extreme. Like my neck, my shoulder. It's just next level. Like for some of you who know chronic pain, you might actually understand. You might understand what that means. For some of you who only know a little bit of pain, you might just think, oh yeah, pain, nothing. For those of us who live with chronic pain, you get it. It plays with your mental well-being because it's constantly painful, it's constantly throbbing, it's constantly excruciating, and we just live with it. And there ought to be solutions to deal with it, but there's not that many unless you fit certain criteria. And not many fit the criteria. So when you try to get the help you deserve and you need, it's not very available. 1. 2, I'll show you my ankle. My ankle here, which I completely destroyed about 4 months ago, but it was a tail end destruction. What actually happened was the original destruction happened 10 something months earlier. Now I've done a few YouTubes on this already, but that last roll of my ankle has destroyed a lot of what my ankle can do. Some of you may not realise how important an ankle is, because it's interesting, the minute something goes wrong in your body, certain parts of your body can handle it. Okay, there are certain parts of our body, I'll just sit up a bit straight up. There are certain parts of our body that if they're injured, you sort of can cruise along and it's sort of okay. And there's other parts of your body that if you injure, it impacts everything. Like the neck, for example. My neck's been in pain for years and years and years and years and years. And I can just handle it. For some reason, I can just withstand and handle the pain of my neck. But my ankle injury is a different thing, everyone, because it involves the movement of my whole body. So that's the second point. I've been really held back because of physical injuries. Where to start? What to say? There's people, you want to know, okay, let's go to these wounds. I've been to the doctor and they've done swabs for me for if I've got some sort of staph infection in my body, but if that's the case, I've had it for a long time because I've had these wounds that just keep popping up and they take weeks to heal. So does that not indicate blood poisoning? But I've got major teeth issues. Is that also not blood poisoning? Why is this stuff not under Medicare? Anyone who thinks that Australia is much better than America, no, we're not. Not unless you're Aboriginal. How's that? Is YouTube going to take me off for saying that? You have to fit a certain wokeism checkbox list to actually get help. Okay? And if you don't fit the wokeism checkbox list, there is very little support. In Australia, I don't know what other countries are like, but in Australia, there is very little support for people who don't fit the woke box. And I've been going to different departments and different establishments and going to different places to get my required support that I need. One of them is physio help. um, dental help, whatever. You know, I work. You know, I attempt to work to create the money to pay for all my bills. And my goodness, it's hard for me to get to work. It is so hard. I work as a gardener, and I can tell you right now, with all of my injuries, I'm a cripple for half a day to a day after I work. That's how I survive. If I don't work, I have the backup at the moment of Centrelink, and I'm grateful for that. But in saying that, there is a lot of funding out there for people who are in situations like me, except for you have to proclaim yourself as being Aboriginal or a refugee or da 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 da. Now, we're not going to go down that track of wokeism, okay? But why not me, as a 53-year-old white Australian? Why can't I get access to all this support that other people just get dished at them? It's there. The funding's there. Because I'm the type of person that wants to work to survive, but I also need a lot of remedial work done on my body, but I don't have the money to actually get the work done that I need done to make me fully able to actually do the work to keep me able to pay my bills. I'm in a situation now where my good Lord, my mental health is in quite a lot of, overload, because my bills far exceed my income. And I live simply. I live very simply. Yes, I have the evaporative on today. It's also 41 degrees heat, and I'm thinking of the dogs, not just myself, but of the dogs, you know. Point of this YouTube, hello, because so many of you are asking me, and thank you for asking me to touch base. Thank you for reaching out and wanting to know what's going on in my life. All I can say is, my good Lord, my life is so full and so amazing. And then when I eventually write my book or get my curriculums in action or get my programs up and running, do what it is that God has destined me to do, the world is going to be significantly and amazingly benefited, because the information and the wisdom I have to share is just astronomical. Now, I haven't done a live for a very long time for lots and lots and lots of different reasons. One, very big point. My life has been so full of people in my life that I actually haven't had the one-to-one personal space to really be out and about walking on the river or home alone to do the live. But two, I've been thinking, when I do have the time where it's just me, I've done a fair few videos which I may or may not post, and I do them in snippets of times when I've got some time with it's just me and God, and I think, I'll do some YouTube time right now. I've taken a few little videos to show what's going on here and there, and I may or may not post them. It's very personal. This YouTube site is very personal. And if you look back on my original post that I was doing this time last year, I was getting 4,000 views in less than a week and a half. Why is that? That was so raw. That was so personal. People were just going, oh my good Lord. Oh my good Lord. Oh my good Lord. This is raw. This is real. Oh my good Lord. I need to hear this. And I want to keep presenting those types of YouTube videos for you. I do. But I want to do them in a very in a very professional manner. I don't just want it to be someone just surviving. What you saw last year was someone just surviving. What you see now is someone who has survived. I have survived the most darkest and the most tragic and the most turbulent, dark, soul destroying, ego shattering, hearts breaking experience that a human being can go through. And for many of you who have been watching this YouTube, you've been watching it and you've been learning and growing from it. Now, in the beginning, when I first was doing this YouTube channel, it's because God told me to reach out and tell the world my story. God told me to reach out and tell the world my story, and I did. Then I got scared. 4,000 views in a couple of days. Not 4,000 views. Yeah, 4,000 views, sorry. That freaked me out. That actually made me go, fuck, people are actually watching this. And YouTube hates it when you say the F-U-C-K word. Goodness knows why. But anyways, the point of the story is, I got scared that people were listening and watching. And, oh my gosh, I want to present this in a really professional way. And then my perfectionist tendency crept in. I kept going, oh, I want to do the video properly. I want to do the filming properly. I want to do the sound properly. I want to do the da-da-da properly. I want to da-da-da. I want to write up what I'm going to talk about and present it in a succinct manner, blah, 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 blah. And as those of you who follow me, you go, and I was like, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Just present yourself as you are for the moment, because that's what people need. That's what God's asking you to do. And that's what I did for over a year. And I was very, very, very honest with you all and very vulnerable with you all. I got shadow banded. I'm so small. I'm small fry on YouTube, and YouTube still censored me. They still censored me. Do you know why? Because I was talking about real stuff. I was actually talking about stuff that actually legitimately heals and helps people. And as a lot of us know, the system is not out there to help and heal us. Those of us who need help, those of us who are going out of our way to try to get that help, I've been over years and years and years, but definitely this last 8, 9, 12 months, I've been going out of my way to actually get the help that I deserve. It's actually there. Believe me, it's actually out there. They're government funded and private organisations that you can get Medicare support for. They're all out there. And some of those people are sitting there twiddling their thumbs, wondering why their room isn't full of clients. Because for some reason the clients and the people who've got the ability to help the clients aren't being allied up together. They're not being given the ability to connect and work together and do healing, because as we all know, or as a lot of us know, the demonic forces are attempting to keep us all small and keep us all scared and keep us all sick and keep us all in pain and keep us all demoralized and exhausted and overwhelmed. And that's the agenda of the demonic forces. And as many of us know, God is saying, step up, bring me into your life, let me come through you, be a vessel of thy will, bring love, kindness and humility into this world. And one of the ways I've done that, everyone, one, I listened to God when God asked me to do my YouTube. I did not want to. For those of you watching my YouTube, you would have seen me as many times I did not want to do it. I've been balking it for many, many months now. I've been going, I don't want to do my YouTube live. I do not want to reach out to my public. I do not want to be out there and be seen and be exposed, and I don't want to be so vulnerable. And I went a bit small for a little while in my pain, in my physical pain, in my working out my life, working out this life working out, is it how on track am I am with how God wants me to be living my life? Well, am I actually really doing what God really wants me to be doing? Because I'm praying every day to be doing what God wishes for me to do. I'm always asking for guidance and clear guidance of what to do. Today, I woke up beyond exhausted, which is a pretty normal way for me to wake up. Not a good way to wake up, everyone. So should this channel be about people who are suffering from mental health issues and physical fatigue and physical pain? Should it be about that? Should it be about those of us who keep persevering even though we're in physical extreme pain? Like, we're living in pain that some of you just think, oh, that doesn't happen, that's not real. Yeah. There's a lot of us that live with, it's called chronic pain. And there's a lot of us that live with that. Why? Oh, because we didn't do the right thing by our bodies when we were younger. We didn't get enough help early enough. When we finally reached out to get help, we didn't fit the criteria, or we weren't assertive enough, or whatever the story is, we get ignored, we don't get the help we need. I need so much help with my body. I need so much help with my mental health. I am a survivor of some of the most extreme, and Facebook and YouTube hate this word, so you've got to spell it out or you get shadow banned. SCXUALABUSE. And yes, I remember a lot of it. And more memories as I get older and stronger. God lets me remember more. And to this day, I go, what else is there to remember? What else happened to this body? This little cute body of mine when I was a little tiny one. What else happened to this cute little body that I call her Rosalie, the part of my brain that just protected myself? The part of my brain, which I call Rosalie, the observer, who somehow put my child in such protective mode that I was able, and God, the angels, like, you know, really making sure I survived those times. What was the reason for that? Many of us survivors go, what is the reason for that? Why did we survive that excruciating, horrifying, like, you know, if YouTube and Facebook weren't so aligned with the abusers, weren't so aligned with protecting the abusers, there would be free speech. And those of us who have survived, what is quite prevalent, there's a lot of us that have survived this, it's not rare, it's actually quite prevalent. That's why God has asked me to do this YouTube channel. It is why often I get high views, because the authentic communication is what actually helps heal people. People seeing someone else actually go through the trauma and live in it, and not just being another statistic in the newspaper, the social media, or report on a TV channel. Now, a lot of people don't even get into the statistics, okay? So they're just completely invisible. But some do. Some do actually somehow get into statistics. Now, for some reason, it's okay to be a statistic, but it's not okay to be a thriving survivor. Oh, no, they do not like that. Ooh, they do not like us thriving survivors, because us thriving survivors are strong. We have resilience. We are more powerful than any trained military person. We've gone through more suffering and more hardship. One thing that I really want to talk about one day, I don't know how to talk about it in a way where I won't get silenced and censored from this channel. Do we go to Rumble? Do I get big enough that we go to another channel? Email me. Tell me. If you guys really want me to step up and really share with you what I know God wants me to share with you, we need to do it on a platform that doesn't silence us. Okay? So, do you want to hear the full wisdom of what it is that I need to share, what God wants me to share? Why did I go through so much? I'm 53, remember? Why did I go through so much horrifying trauma? Is it not to be a teacher? Because That's always what's been my brain since I was 3+ years old. You're a teacher, the world needs you, you need to survive. You're a teacher, the world needs you, you need to survive. You're a teacher, the world needs you, you need to survive. And that is one of the only reasons I've survived so many abuse scenarios, okay? Because of that mantra. And every time I want to give up, did the angels let me give up? Does God let me give up? No, because obviously I'm so powerful, I'm so needed, and I'm so required, everyone. Apparently I'm so important and so needed and so required to help heal this world that I've had to suffer the most extreme abuses you could imagine a human experiencing in order to show you and teach you the process of resilience and self-regulation. That's what this whole YouTube channel is about. That's why people are asking me to say hello again and to get back on track and to make it real. So shall we make it Mondays? Every Monday? I'll commit to that. At the moment, I can commit to doing a live every Monday. Alright? So, I'll even do a prep post and let you all know that next Monday I'll be online, okay? Maybe that's what needs to happen, but I need to let you all know that life, in all of the challenges that I'm going through, I'm constantly surrendering to God and I'm constantly being rewarded. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you the rewards that I'm experiencing. I'm also looking forward to sharing with you all the new memories God lets me have had such a bad grandma. I want to share with you my learning and my growing. I've obviously grown a lot in the last couple of months. I've always grown. I'm actually phenomenal. I'm a phenomenal teacher, as many of you know. I have much to share. I'm starting to really accept my ability to teach. Because in real life, people are constantly coming to me to learn. They want to learn from me. And they express to me how much I'm helping them learn and grow and move on. If I'm doing that with people in real life, wow, what am I doing with people on this online platform? So I do want to step up into God's destiny for me. I really do. I really do, everyone. And this physical pain that I go through and the emotional pain and the psychological experiences I've had to heal from and the wisdom that I'm learning, the wisdom that I'm gaining, my surrender process to God, this whole process, like there's got to be something in this life I've just done that resonates with you to show that I'm humble. And in my humbleness, I do say what I'm good at because I'm just a servant of God. I'm just doing God's grace, God's willing. I don't necessarily want to. And every time I fight it, I know I'm actually going against what God wants me to do because I don't feel like I have enough to share or enough professionalism or enough clarity or enough cohesiveness. So I haven't written up the plan to follow it. But I know that whatever it is I share with you guys, it's what you need to hear. And it's what will help heal us all. I don't understand why so many of us have had to experience so much trauma and so much pain. But what I do know is many of us have. Okay? Many of us have had horrifying childhoods. And we're still alive. Why are we still alive? Because we're meant to be doing God's work, everyone. And to do God's work, we've got to be humbled and surrendered. Okay? And it's in that process of being humbled and surrendered that we receive God's rewards and we get God's strength. And then we heal the whole world. Okay? That's the power of surrendering to God. So I just urge you, peoples, please trust God's love in you. Trust your position in life. Trust that you are meant to be born. And I know it's so hard to accept. Please trust your traumas. Please, please trust that the traumas are there to help you be a servant of God, to help this planet heal. I'm not sure what the next bit is, but in that healing, oh my gosh, not do we just have an extraordinary experience on this planet, but there's something about the healing of the energy overall that transcends the evil of planet Earth, and it actually creates Earth to heal, and this planet is worth fighting for, everyone. Looked over nail polish for New Year's Eve. I had an amazing New Year's Eve. I love you all, okay? Love you all very much. And please keep commenting. I do listen to you. Sorry I take so long to respond sometimes. I do really, really, really treasure your trust and faith in me and where this YouTube channel will go. And I'm getting more and more ready to set up the library to make it into a professional YouTube office where I've got everything set up. I've got people prepared to help me set it up. In fact, I'm blocking the help. There's all these people that want to help me. I'm blocking it. Pray for me that I let the blocks go so I can move forward fast, woohoo, and get into third gear. Love you all. God bless. Happy 2024. Bring on 2024. Love you. Keep well. The button up the top is hard to find.